This week marks the beginning of a new year. There are several themes which could be our emphasis for the coming year. It could be and should be one of relationships, one of love, of faith, of unity. Whatever happened in 2013 is certainly behind us. The lows in our lives can be and should be left there, but can be improved upon in the new year by the grace of God. Moving forward, we as individuals must improve our relationship firstly with our God. And I do believe that this is and should take priority in our lives. Then there are the relationships among our families. As parents, grandparents, and other guardians, we have to examine ourselves. Are we doing enough for our families? Are we doing the right things? Are we talking, teaching, and leading by example our young ones whose tender and elastic minds are absorbing everything on electronic media? Do we know what they are watching on television or on the computer? Do we track who they are talking to? What subjects they are reading on the internet? Do we know who our children's friends are? What influences are being forced on them? Who are they going places with? Are we making sure they are studying and doing their homework? Are we talking to their teachers at school to know their performance in the classroom and with their peers? Our greatest responsibility is to our God, who is our Father, and then to our families, our love. Then there is the relationship with others around us. Let us strive to get along with our neighbors. Let us improve on any poor relationship that we may have one with another. Malice and strife only tears us apart as a people and weakens us. Now, more than ever, we need to be unified. We must be unified, not divided, to get through the great work that is before us. I have said, as the opposition leader, I will not be as I had to endure. The country could have been much further ahead today were it not for the previous governor who was able to divide and conquer and use those that he knew was against us. Still doing so. While we must be reminded of the past, we cannot allow it to consume us. I won't. The country has huge problems which must be dealt with sensibly and without the kind of emotive behavior we have had to endure in the past few years. Social deterioration is evident and will require all of us working together to stem the tide of social decay. The economy has been sustained mainly by the DART Group investment of Cayman Bay and the start of the billion-dollar investment Health City. I am confident also that the investments in the Cayman Economic Zone can grow and be the pillar that the developers envisioned from the beginning. During my time as Premier, we announced a plethora of development projects. The development of a Gulf community and 2 hotels in the Bordentown district. A mega yacht facility, which is badly needed. The airport reconstruction, the cruise port with the sports jetty, the Turtle Farm cruise dock, and a cruise facility in Cayman Brac, plus the DART Hotel, sports tourism, and the East-West corridor. We also announced the necessary new landfill complex and solar energy development. We also pushed to create an information technology industry, another viable industry for our country. We must look to the future and create industries that make it possible for our people to have a career, not just a job. With our healthcare industry coming online, information technology, which is a viable attachment, is possible. Once our healthcare technology ecosystem shows signs of being self-sustained, inevitably it can be expanded into other virtual technology areas. There is work to be done to create such an industry, but in 5 years' time, hundreds of our people could be employed in new careers as information technology engineers and other such related fields. All these are pillars that could make our economy stronger and definitely sustainable, put our people back to work, and make money for businesses and good revenue for our government. But there are deeper issues that we must grapple with now. With the recent tax agreement signed with the United States and the United Kingdom, we are now put in a weaker position. The projects mentioned will make us strong and give our people employment, give our people hope, and give our people faith in the future. I personally have faith in these islands, and there are still many opportunities to make our economy much stronger and sustainable in the future. But we can't push business away. We can't push people out. There are many islands out there which are looking business as we are. And so we must be a welcoming community, one that is shrewd and able to negotiate the best deal for our country. But we must be a welcoming people, a safe community to live in. And we are. However, we must continue on that trend. This new issue of our Caymanian passport is very serious. Do not take it lightly. We must discuss it together in unity to come to a sensible conclusion for what is best. No use blaming somebody else. Let us come to a conclusion for what is best for all the people of our islands, present and in the future. We must discuss and consider with the realization that no one will have our interest at heart more than those of us living here. So we must stand strong together and not allow for anyone to weaken us to the extent we are no longer a Caymanian people, be that by birth or by law. So the new year will bring new issues, definitely new challenges. Although there are no simple solutions or answers to the issues we face, they call us to a long-term, sensible commitment, a commitment that emboldens our wisdom and resources. Hope is ever present. There is one Christmas carol that strikes me each time I hear it, for it brings excitement to our time. And it says, and I quote, "A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn," unquote. A thrill of hope. That's it, my friends. Christmas is now past. The new year is upon us, and Jesus is never past. And so as we look to the author and finisher of our faith, the same yesterday, today, and forever, we recognize the complexity of our task that we are called to take on. But I thank God I am charged with a new and exciting thrill of hope. A thrill of hope. You must be too, as well. And so may God's richest blessings be upon you in 2014. May I wish you good health. From my family to yours, Happy New Year.